Hey guys, I'm Samantha Tan, championship-winning professional race car driver and team owner of Samantha Tan Racing.
And I'm Rossi, a Forza Motorsport driver and sim racer.
Let's get started. Class is now in session.
Forza Motorsport, a new cutting-edge racing sim from Turndown Studios, just launched on October 10th.
Whether you're a pro player or racing for the very first time, this class will offer up some tips and tricks to help develop your in-game skills.
Before you know it, you'll be confident enough in your abilities to compete against other racers all over the world and to start climbing those leaderboards.
Let's get started on today's lesson, which is all about cornering. Cornering is essentially the act of maintaining as much speed as possible while making a turn, creating the most optimal path around a track.
My simple philosophy on cornering focuses on a quote that a great racing driver once said, slow in, fast out. The slow in part is the focus on braking. That way you want to get set up for the apex that's imminent. Fast out is when you want to clip the apex at its most central point, focusing imminently on your throttle. As soon as you reach the exit, that's when you really want to plant it down.
The first thing I'm looking at is my braking reference and immediately looking towards the apex to guide my hands. And then as soon as I get to the apex, I'm looking at my exit point to maximize throttle and get as much exit speed as possible.
Let's start with the basics and the driveline assist. If you're new to the game, here's how it works. The driveline assist is basically the optimum line that you should be taking on the track as to where to place your car for your maximum corner exit speeds. The blue zone, the yellow zone, and the red zone. The blue zone indicates when you want to go 100% throttle, either on the straight or on the exit of a corner after exiting that crucial apex. The yellow zone is basically when you should start thinking about lifting off the throttle and prepare to brake, and the red zone is when you really should be braking. If you brake after the red zone begins, that will not end well for you at all. So right now we're entering the corner before Oak Tree, lifting off, hitting the brakes, down the gears, still red, yellow, blue, and then we need to full throttle. Keeping it full throttle until we see the yellow once again, yellow lifting off, red braking, braking once again, yellow lifting off, blue is when you should start throttling onto the straights.
So what is the optimal line? There are three components: the corner entry, finding the apex, and exiting a corner properly. Here's what you want to think about when you enter a corner and how you can most effectively set up your entry.
So on corner entry, you want to stay out wide as much as possible, thinking on the brakes, making sure you get the car stopped. Then you're looking to clip the central part of the apex. And then once you're done with that, maximising as much of the track as possible and getting that exit speed that you want.
Perfect execution. Simply put, the apex is the center point of the fastest curve around a corner. This is your traditional apex. It's a 90-degree left. You're hitting it right here at the middle and exiting.
And you want to head out wide, preparing yourself for the late apex as you're heading through the right-hander, heading onto the straights.
And then right here through the very fast S's, you definitely want to have a late apex in all of these corners.
That way you can gain the most momentum as you possibly can and keep propelling yourself through the fast S section.
So your corner exit is key. You should take care not to get on the throttle too early, especially when you have a lot of steering input, because that can cause two problems. The first is you can cause the car to understeer. The other problem you might run into on corner exit is oversteer, which is fun, but not fast.
You want to make sure the car balance is equalized. You don't want to have too much weight at the front at any given time or too much weight in the rear at any given time. Here's how I'm exiting the corner with gear selection and throttle control in mind. And sometimes when you throttle too much, this is what happens.
That happens to the best of us, but if you're not spinning out, you're not going fast enough. Practice makes perfect, and in addition to finding the optimal line through a corner with entry, apex, and exit in mind, you should look to utilize the entire track. So in America here, where I was here racing at VIR, they're a bit more lenient on track limits. You can go onto the curbing, over the white line, as long as you're not four wheels over the curbing, then you are considered off track. But in Europe, it's the white line that you can see here that defines the track surface.
It's always important that you want to use as much of the track as you possibly can going through a corner, without exceeding track limits, of course. It is vital on corner exits, as that is where you're most likely to exceed your limits.
Rossi's a great instructor. He should be on my radio.
So, what have we learned about cornering?
Driveline assist, corner entry,
finding the apex,
and then exiting with speed.
Utilising the entire track and keeping rumble strips in mind.
Thanks for joining Rossi and I to learn all about cornering in Forza Motorsport. Class is dismissed.